Good afternoon, students. I am Dr. Chitra Gupta, Senior Lecturer, Department of ASH, IIMT College of Polytechnic, Greater Noida. Today, I'll brief you about the nouns. What we will learn, these are the contents, definition of nouns, nouns gender, nouns case, types of nouns, and lastly, frequently asked questions on nouns. What is noun? Nouns are a part of speech that comprise words that are used to name people, places, animals, objects, and ideas. What are nouns? Basically, nouns are used for naming. It's a naming. It's basically a first part of speech that comprises that are used to name people, places, animals, objects, ideas, opinions, etc. In an English language, almost every sentence surely, for sure, definitely have a noun as they perform different roles in a sentence. Now, we can see for examples of nouns related to people. Rahul, Sheila, man, person, Tommy, women, men, girl, the prime minister, the president, many more, etc. For places, Bangalore, Bhopal, Mexico, North Pole, South Africa, South America, Karnataka, Kerala, and so on. For birds, animals, aquatic animals, reptiles like lion, zebra, snake, ostrich, flamingo, bear, and so on. For ideas, or we can say abstract ideas, evolution, invention, discovery, extension, argument, destruction, etc. For objects and things, bat, cycle, curtains, paper, blackboard, whiteboard, cupboard, bag, table, chair, and so on. Now we move forward for the nouns gender. There are basically 4 genders of nouns, which are as mentioned. First one is masculine gender, second one is feminine gender, third one is common gender, and the last one is neutral gender. First, we will learn about what is masculine gender, masculine nouns. Masculine nouns basically refer to words for a male figure or a male member of a species. And this masculine noun, this is not particularly only related to a man. This is related to a species, male species also. Whether it is related to animals, birds, reptiles, anyone else. But masculine basically is related to male gender. Like, for example, boy, actor, horse, man, dog, donkey, and so on. For feminine nouns basically generally refer to words for a female figure, or we can relate it with the female members of a species. Of course, you all know the difference between the male figure, masculine gender, and the feminine figure, feminine gender. That is women, girl, actress, mayor, ass, etc. For common nouns means you can see the common species, and common nouns, common gender, generally refer to member of a species and don't specify their gender. In this, we don't specify that this is a masculine gender, male gender, or the feminine gender, or the female gender. This refers to the common nouns, common gender. And that relates it to parents, friends, clients, students, in which we don't know we are referring to which kind of student. Which student means the male student or the female student. Parent, in parent, both comes the female parent or the male parent. In friends also, we don't know whether it is the female friend or the male friend. So this all category comes under the category of common nouns. Lastly, neutral nouns. Neutral nouns refer to things that have no gender at all. Means we can say that these neutral nouns belongs to the non-living things which don't have any kind of feelings. For example, rock, table, pencil, paper, chair, blocks, toys, and many more. Hope you all have understood the meaning of nouns gender and how many types of nouns gender, in how many categories we have bifurcated these nouns gender. Moving forward, nouns case. Now, I'm going to teach you about the nouns case. There are basically three cases of nouns which are as follows. First one is nominative case. Second one is objective case. And the last one, third one is possessive case. First, I will brief you about what is nominative case actually. Nominative case. When a noun or pronoun is used as the subject of a verb, it is said to be in the nominative case. Noun, here we can say naming of animal, men, species, objects, figures, etc. Pronoun, the words which are used at the place of nouns are known as pronouns. And these nouns and pronouns is used as the subject of a verb. The subject always starts with a sentence, in a sentence at the first place itself. Like you can see in the examples also. Harry ate an ice cream. In this example, Harry is a subject. Harry is a subject of a verb, ate. Like Harry ate an ice cream. So Harry is used as the nominative case. In the second one, the horse kicked the boy. Here the subject is horse and it is the subject of a verb is kicked. So horse is a subject of the verb kicked. So horse is used in the case of nominative. Third example, Naira threw a stone. Again, Naira is a subject in the sentence and threw is a verb. So in brief, Harry, subject, horse, subject, and Naira as well are the subject of verbs. First one is yours, ate. Second one is kicked and threw. So thus Harry, horse, and Naira are in the subjective case or the nominative case. Second, in the nouns case, second one is objective case. When a noun or pronoun is used as the object, like the subject has two parts. First one is the object, subject, and second part of the sentence is the object. So when a noun or pronoun is used as the object of a verb, it is said to be in the objective case. We have learnt before The subjective case or the nominative case? So Harry is at the beginning of the sentence. Means Harry was the subject, so subjective case. But in the second case, objective. Last, for example, I have met Ram. So Ram is the object. Ram is the noun and which is the object of a sentence. Objective case. I have met Ram. So Ram is in the objective case of the verb met. Second example, the doctor is taking care of Alice. Now, here, Alice is the noun objective of verb taking care of Alice. So, Alice is in the objective position. The third example is the nurse is taking care of her. Here also, her is the at the place of object of the verb taking. That's why her is the noun objective of the case verb. So this all the difference between the subjective case and the objective case. Again, I'm repeating. When the subject is at the first part of a sentence, that is, the word is said to be in the subjective case. But when it is used after the verb and it is placed at the end of a sentence, then the word is said to be used as in the objective case. Last one is possessive case. When a noun or pronoun shows possession, shows belongingness, it is said to be in the possessive case, and generally it is indicated by a raised comma, like inverted commas, which is known as an apostrophe mark. What is possessive? Possessive is generally that this particular thing belongs to me. It is the belongingness of a something or some kind of an object or something of a living being also. Take for an example, this is Ram's car. As I have already told you, and it is mentioned at the top also, that possessive case generally it is indicated by an apostrophe mark. So Ram is showing that, car is showing that it is the car of Ram. So here Ram is a noun that shows possessive or indicating to something that this car belongs to Ram. So this is Ram's car. Another example, Shyam's name is not written here. Here Shyam is a noun that shows possessive or indicating to something that whose name is not written here, means that Shyam name is not written anywhere or elsewhere, is not written here, that it is indicating towards Shyam that his name was not written nowhere. Third example, this assignment belonged to Shyam's. So here assignment shows belongingness to Shyam, that this particular assignment belongs to Shyam only. Here Shyam is a noun that shows possession, possessive or indicating to something that this assignment, this copy, this book, to whom it is belong, it belongs to Shyam. It is indicating towards the Shyam. So possessive means possession, belongingness, indicating towards a person or indicating towards a object. Now moving forward, proceeding forward, now I'm going to describe you, explain you, elaborate with the various types of nouns, different types of nouns. First one is for you, as we have already understood and we have already read somewhere, this is not a new one for you, but still, first one is proper nouns. Nouns that are used to name a person, place, or thing specifically, particularly are called a proper noun. And the proper nouns are always begin with a capital letter. Proper nouns are generally belongs to person, place, thing, object, species, human beings, etc. with specifically, particularly, and always used with the capital letter. For example, my name is Rose. What is Rose? What is Rose? It's a name of a particular person. In another sense also, we can say Rose also, like it is a, can be categorized as a particular flower also. So here proper noun, and as you can see in the example also, that it is Rose is written with a capital letter R. In another example, this is my dog Bruno. Again, it is a specific pet animal and it is owned by someone. Dog. Dog is a common noun, but as we have already assigned assigned a particular name to that particular dog. So particular dog name is Bruno. So it is a proper noun. Again, it starts with a capital letter B. Another example, David came back from Minshik. Minshik is a name of a particular specific place. So again, it comes in under the category of proper noun. Louis Philippe is a famous brand of men's clothing. Everyone knows Louis Philippe. And it is a name of a particular clothing brand. If here I have written that this brand belongs to men's clothing, so brand, which brand? That brand particular is a common noun, but here specifically I have written here, specifically it is written in the example Louis Philippe. So this Louis Philippe comes under the category of proper nouns. Now the second one is common nouns. Here, common nouns are those nouns that refer to a generic item, group, or place. Here, not the specifically, we are not talking about any specific item, not a specific group, not specific place, not a specific species or the human being. This means that unlike proper nouns, they are not used to identify specific places, objects, things, species, etc., etc. And common nouns are not capitalized unless they appear at the beginning of a sentence or unless they appear after the full stop. When we have to write another sentence, start another sentence. So this is the basic difference between the common nouns and the proper nouns, that common nouns are generally used, but specific name is not there. We are not specified anything, but in the proper nouns, we are specifically, particularly talking about anything. Take for an example, I bought a pen yesterday. It's a common object that I have bought a pen yesterday, but which pen? Reynolds, gel eraser, or any other pen? If I use a brand over here, so that comes under the category of proper noun, but it's a common noun that I bought a pen yesterday. It's a common object. Now, the second example, I'm going to school. It's a common place. Which school? Somerville School, JP International School, Bharatram School. Which school? So the name of the particular school, specific school lot is not given here. So it's come under the category of common nouns. Take another example. Only 10 employees showed up to work today. It is related to a common group. Which 10 employees of a particular group? Engineering group, Polytechnic group, pharmacy group. Which category employee showed up the work today? Here we are not saying about the learning about any specific employees. The car is out of fuel. Common items. Which car is out of fuel? The diesel car is out of fuel, or the WRB is out of fuel, or any other car is out of fuel. The common car is out of fuel. Hope you have understand the difference between the common nouns and the proper nouns. Now the third one is countable nouns. Countable nouns are those nouns that can be counted or measured. Of course, as the name specifies, countable, that can be counted. Examples. Tom brought 10 packets of Lays for the trip. It is specifying a number. How many packets? 10 packets. In another, so 10 packets can be counted. Mom asked me to buy a dozen eggs. In one dozen, 12 eggs. So a specific dozen means 12, and 12 eggs can also be counted. In another example, saw an aeroplane around 7 in the morning. It's a specific number and means a one number. So one also can be counted. So these are examples comes in the category of countable nouns. It is easily understood that nouns which can be counted or the measured are comes under the category of countable nouns. As related to its counterpart, uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are those nouns that cannot be counted. This category of nouns include both concrete and abstract nouns. Take for an example, I have a lot of homework to do. Not the specific, how much, but I have a lot of homework to do. So it cannot be counted. It comes under the category of uncountable nouns. I have a cup of tea. How much? But it is not a how many. So it cannot be counted. We are facing terrible weather today. Terrible. Of course, how comes under the category of uncountable. You cannot count the terrible situation of a weather or terrible situation of a man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this. Terrible is totally an uncountable. Now fourth one is, fifth one, collective nouns. Collective, collection. As the name suggests, collective means a group, and group of animals, group of human beings, group of objects, group of people, any group. Collective means collection. Collection means group. A collective noun is a naming word that is used to denote a group of objects, animals, or people. Examples. Collective nouns for a group of animals, like it is denoted, it is indicating towards a group. Pride is a group of lions. A flock of sheep. Flock is a group of sheep. Flock is given, a flock of a sheep. It's a name given to a group of sheep. Collection of sheep is known as flock of sheep. Collective nouns for groups of people. Take for an example, a band of musicians means a group of musicians is denoted by a name of band of musicians, a board of directors, a crew of sailors, a company of actors, and many more. Collective nouns for a number of things or objects. A pair of shoes. Pair of shoes means two. Collection of shoes denoted by name of pair. A chain of mountains. A fleet of ships. A bunch of grapes. A bunch of bananas. A bouquet of flowers. A deck of cards, and many more. So collection means collective, and it is denoting, indicating towards anything which is related to a group. Concrete nouns. A concrete noun refers to objects that are material and can be perceived, sensed by the human senses. Like the book is on the table. Of course, book can be sensed by your hands, and it comes the 5 sense organs. Hence, book is on the table. I had a cup of coffee. It can also be sensed, cup of coffee. Sharon opened the windows. Windows can also be opened by using the hands. So it comes under the category of concrete nouns. Hardy goes to school by bus. Of course, it can be sensed by the senses, 5 sense organs. Harry goes to school by bus. So all these nouns examples comes under the category of concrete nouns as perceived by the, it can be perceived by the, which can be perceived by the human senses, are the concrete nouns. Abstract nouns. Abstract nouns, any entity that cannot be perceived by the five senses of the human body, are called an abstract noun. Take for an example, love is a strong emotion. It's an emotion, but it cannot be sensed. It cannot be seen by your sense organ. How? Now, take another example. In this case, honesty is the best policy. Of course, honesty is an abstract noun. It cannot be sensed by the five sense organs. Yeah, honest person can be sensed by a five sense organ, but honesty cannot be sensed. It takes a lot of courage to raise your voice and stand up against injustice. Of course, courage. How can you judge? How can you sense by your five sense organs? So courage comes under the category of abstract nouns. The basic difference between the concrete nouns and the abstract nouns is that the nouns which can be sensed by your five sense organs are the concrete nouns, and which cannot be sensed by your five sense organs are known as the abstract nouns. You should not misuse of freedom you are given by the country. Freedom is of course abstract noun, and it cannot be. Free man can be sensed, but freedom cannot be sensed. And as we have completed, and hope you all have understood what are nouns, the difference between the noun case, various kinds of noun case, and various kinds of noun gender, and various types of different kinds of nouns. The frequently asked questions on nouns are, what are nouns? What is a noun? And noun is basically a first part of speech, basic part of speech that is used to name or identify a person, place, idea, object, human species, human beings, etc. Different types of nouns: common nouns, proper nouns, countable nouns, uncountable nouns, abstract nouns, common nouns, concrete nouns, collective nouns, and so on. Different functions of nouns. Nouns can also function with a verb and can be used as an adjective also, with a slight change of spelling or by adding a suffix to it, like clip. Of course, clip can be used as a noun and a verb. Clip, if I use clip as a noun, it is an object which is used to bind the clothes. It can be used as a hanger, but if I used clip in the sense of that you should clip your nail today, so clip in this sense is used as a verb because action is going on here. Clipping is clip your noun, clip your nails today. Another, money is a noun while monetary is an adjective form of the verb. So as I say, and as I've described, as I've explained to you, all nouns can also function as different components of the sentence as well. So I assume, hope you all have understood about nouns, and basically there is no query left with you all that what are nouns, and anything related to nouns you can easily explain to all the people if anybody asks you what are nouns. Thank you all.